gentlemen, that was Ningua by Liboi from her EP Safari. As in, first of all, the melodies, I don't know what I expected, but it was so different, and I'm so happy. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you for making time to come and talk to us.
It's nice to be here, and it's nice to see you guys.
You're such a vibe.
Nice to see you too.
From the dress to the outfit to the certain element of African going on.
So are you guys.
Okay, so please, we know you, but introduce yourself and what you do.
Liboi is a storyteller. I'm a storyteller who uses different mediums to communicate and express myself. So I do music, and it's African contemporary music, which is folk or traditional music, blended with popular African genres to just make it a bit more urban.
Okay.
And then I also do film. I'm a community journalist as well. And sometimes project coordinator, do admin work sometimes, Yeah, so I'm just a storyteller who takes up any medium to just communicate and express myself and talk about my experiences, other people's experiences, to just communicate and question the human conscious, because so many things are happening and I'm just like, are people okay? Yeah. So we have to question if we are okay for everything to change. We have to take time and just focus on ourselves first, work on ourselves, heal our traumas.
So true.
Heal our traumas so that we avoid passing all these traumas and experiences to generations after us. So
awesome.
Okay, you have very soulful music.
Thank you so much.
So how long have you been in the music industry?
Tori. For so long. I started music in 2015 or 15, but then it was on and off all this time. So it became serious during COVID, because COVID was a wake-up call for me. I realized I was focusing on so many other unnecessary things and not things that spoke to me. It's good that I actually went through all those things, because I'd say we learn, So I'm where I am because of all these experiences. But then I just realized there is no time to be myself. Like, I have to just wake up, do me, be me. And then the rest will follow, the rest will find me. So 2020 was like it for me, but before that it was just on and off for fun. But also I'd say some challenges that I encountered forced me to have it, to be in the game and not in the game of the game, in the game
the
of the game.
lack of consistency.
Yes.
Okay, and from our short conversation, you sound like you're very self-aware and you really know what's happening. It's very beautiful, to look at, especially with people in our generation, because you've said sometimes you think people really don't know what to. It's like people are so desensitized.
Yes,
and you can't tell what's going on.
I'd say I am, self-aware, although every day I learn new things about myself. And every day I'm also shocked about some stuff, But it's very important for you to take time with yourself, because sometimes patterns do reoccur in our lives.
True.
And then we just blame other people. Or have you ever found someone
It's easier to blame everyone else for your problems.
Or when someone is in a bad relationship and then all the person keeps saying is, this person did this to me, this person did this to me. What did you do? Because there has to be something that you also did. It can be to yourself or to the partner. So these are the things that for me, I'd say going through a very dark moment forced me to find myself. It forced me to just be self-aware. It forced me to even set boundaries. It forced me to just do all these things. And like before, I never wanted to be alone. I never wanted to be in the house alone because I was running away from something.
Who are you when no one's in the room?
Exactly. I never wanted to be alone. I was constitutory, kuna form, nakam. So it reached a point I was like, okay, now I'm forced to just spend time alone for me to heal and move on. So it's something that we all should do. Yes, we learn new things about ourselves every single day, but that's the point. Learn a new thing about yourself. Learn a new thing about yourself.
Awesome.
I think it's quite beautiful how well you express yourself.
Thank you.
Now, I'd like to ask, what inspires you to make this sort of the type of music you're making?
I would say just who I am, and also the influences, what I grew up listening to, my daily experiences. So who I am, one, I'm an African child. I am Kenyan, I'm Lunje. But whatever Luya land, I'm Lunje. So that just sets me up. I am me,
Yeah.
I'm me. There's a source that I have that cannot be replicated. So just embracing that and accepting that. And also the influences, because my dad was a DJ, and he used to play a lot of folk music, Lingala, Rumba, Miriam Makeba, Oliver Mtukudzi, all these people. So I think subconsciously I just picked it up, and then now
influences.
Exactly. Also, when I started singing, the first bunch of artists or bands that I used to hang around with were doing similar kind of music.
Okay.
So again, subconsciously picking it up. So I think it has always been my experience, those people around me. And sometimes also when I love culture a lot. It's beautiful. I think it's very diverse, and it has potential to do the unthinkable, to just take us to the next phase, if only we embrace it.
Yeah.
So there's even a quote by, I don't know if it's Maya Angelou, but it says, I am where I am in life, not because of anything new that I brought into this world or life, but because of the richness of the culture that I found, the African culture that I found. So for me, there's nothing really new, but just embracing.
Your own spin to things.
So when I go to your countryside or your place and then I interact with your people a lot, I'm definitely gonna pick up something.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is that we learn more or new things about our cultures by learning other people's cultures. So yeah, all this influence my music. I don't know if I've answered your question.
Yes, you have. And on a lighter note, you're very colorful and beautiful, as Tree had
you.
mentioned, your jewelry and all this. So do you style yourself, or is there a stylist somewhere?
Sometimes yes, like today yes. But most of the times I'm styled by my sister, who's a fashion designer.
Shout out to your sister.
She's called Beverly Nashoya, and her brand is Abri Designs. And then I have a beautiful woman called Koi-san. Coincidence. You've met Koi.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, she has her own brand called Coincidence, and she does African or Afrocentric kind of vibes. So both of them, yeah.
Okay, so now tell us about your EP, Safari. And before you get into that, please tell us the meaning of EP. I'm tired. I'm tired of pretending I know what EP is. Please.
So it is extended playlist, but it is a shorter version of an album. Album has so many songs compared to EP, and EP is what introduces you to the people,
Yes.
or EP is a short version of a project that you're working on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So tell us about Safari.
Safari is, as the name says, journey. And now that you've asked me that question, another answer has just popped up.
Yeah.
And I think it's also because I've had time to reflect on the EP and why I did it. But I'll tell you that the new answer that has popped up. But initially, the reason why I did Safari was I had an opportunity to attend a residency at artist residency in TZ. In Dar es Salaam, a space called Nafasi Art Space. Shout out to them. It's a beautiful space that has like different fields of art all in one space. So I went for a residency that was 5 weeks long. I was meant to think of a project that I was going to implement there. And because I grew up listening to a lot of their music and their culture is beautiful. And also, I think to me, with all honesty, I feel like in TZ they appreciate art more. Yeah, so I wanted to go there. So I thought of having a collaborative project that features different artists from TZ to explore the sounds of East Africa, the potential of East African sounds, and at the same time to just promote Pan-Africanism and Ubuntu, because African countries, we don't like working together, but it should change. We should stand on our own. After this Western people.
We should be sustainable as Africa.
Exactly. So Safari was a product of that artist residency. And I think when I wrote the songs and even when I called the EP Safari, I wanted it to highlight my experience living from my country to that country and using art to connect with all these people. So, and I was very worried before going to TZ. Is it just me, or if you go to a new place, you are really worried if the weather conditions are okay, if you like the food, kwanza food.
The food bit.
Food, yes. And then if these people are going to appreciate my art and all these things. But then Safari highlights the whole journey, how it started to the end. Yeah.
Okay.
On that note, while you were in Tanzania, should we be expecting something new with someone from Tanzania?
I did. I collaborated with different people, different artists, with Bahati Female Band, with Siti Amina from Zanzibar, with Msafiri Zawose, and all the collaborations we've done are in that EP.
Oh, that's quite beautiful.
Are in that EP.
Since 2020, what would you say has been, especially with the reception of your music, both here and, across the borders, we hope?
What has been?
The reception, how have people received your music so far?
I think every year it becomes honestly better. Yeah. Because when you start out, and also I think the family keeps on expanding. Because when I started, like now in 2020, most of the people who were supportive were friends and family. But then now it kept on morphing and changing into even strangers just sending me DMs and responding, commenting on YouTube or my posts on IG or social media. So it's been expanding and growing. But then the most beautiful thing about art, or I think I'd say an achievement to me, would be when people get back to you and tell you, I listened to your music and it blessed my soul. Or I listened to your music and I just feel alive. I listen to your music and I feel free.
Yeah.
I listen to your music and it's taking me to places. So yeah, it's been beautiful.
Listening to you. Would you be okay comparing the music scene in Kenya versus in Tanzania?
Oh, calligraphers. Because he did the same thing. Yeah. If I would compare, honestly, first of all, we are all different and very unique, and we all have beautiful music to offer. It's very beautiful. Number two, I would say, I think in TZ, like I said earlier on, they appreciate art more. They are open-minded. Whatever sound you have, bring it on. Like, people are very receptive of whatever sound it is, provided it's good music. As opposed to here, I feel like we're still in that mentality where if it's not music or mainstream music, then it's not gonna get enough airplay, or I'm not gonna even pay attention to it. There is an audience for my kind of music, and there is the mainstream audience, but that should change.
True.
Yeah, that should change so that it becomes easier for mainstream artists and this now alternative. They call us alternative. I don't like that name.
Sound.
Yes, alternative sound. Maybe if we just come together and find a way on how to merge these both sounds, it might work. Like Fenakito did something really interesting, because when she started out, it felt like it was live music, and then I don't even know what to call her sound, but then she found her way into the mainstream, and it's something that both people can listen to.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it should get to a point where we can be able to do that. And then lastly, again, I've probably mentioned it when I say the last point, that media has to really, really help us.
Play our role.
Yes, you have to play your role. Yes, you're doing it because I'm here. I'm here and I really appreciate it. But I think we need more of these spaces, more of airtime. Yeah, I need to listen to my music. Because yes, there are people who call me and tell me, I heard your voice on the radio when I was in Amatatu.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's good, thank you. But there are other people who are not able to, get their music played on radio stations or TV. But we need more of that. We need help. Yeah.
True. Do you have one more question?
Well, I actually do. I'd like to ask you, looking back at your music journey to this point, what do you think has been your greatest challenge?
My greatest challenge. Wow, greatest. I have so many challenges.
Okay, some. You can mention a few.
I think proving to people, and at some point I even stopped trying to prove to people,
Yourself to
but
people.
proving to people that as a female artist, I am getting things done because I'm working this hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that alone, because most people just think women or female artists, they get favors. So that's how they get to where they are.
True.
I think that, and also setting boundaries in the process as I get to establish that I am just working hard, but setting boundaries to the people even within in the industry, because this industry is just like any other.
Yeah. It's
It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah,
It's
it's very
tough.
tough.
It's really tough. But setting that boundary and informing or telling people that, you know what, this is the much I can do, and this is the much you can tell me. This is the far you can go. When it comes to giving me, feedback or suggestions or ideas or wanting to work with me. So that is really a struggle, but yeah, slowly by slowly.
What can we expect from Liboy in the near future?
In the near future, so much. My God,
So much.
so much.
Yeah.
So many projects. I love collaborating with people because you learn so much about people, about yourself. You learn so much. So definitely expect more collaborative project. I am hoping to explore my sound even more, even further. Because Safari was that, I wanted to explore it, but I think I want to even go to a different,
next level.
take it to the next level. So yeah, we're praying, we're asking God to take charge.
Okay, you heard it.
Yeah.
But before God takes charge, you who are watching, have you listened to her latest EP? Have you been streaming her music? Because it starts with you. We can't be blaming everyone and you, the audience, are not doing your part. So go on to her social media pages. What are social media pages?
Everywhere at Liboi, Liboi.
Exactly. It's so simple. Can you get on your YouTube? Unfortunately, we never have enough time on this show, but I feel like today has been such a good show with our host Tori.
Tori
How you
Gaberu.
doing?
I'm doing good.
On the mellow yellow.
I have a flu, guys.
She has
So
a flu.
I'm trying to take it chill so I don't cough.
Okay. I saw your messages coming in. I saw Malay saying the show is on fire. I saw Joe giving his feedback. The rest of you, unfortunately, we can't cover all of that, but we'll do that tomorrow. We'll push it to tomorrow. My name is Tori Faye. I'll see you tomorrow.
This is Tori Gaberu. And sorry. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow and the next day.
Okay.